but he is not the owner of the executive pastor of Kingdom of Jesus Christ, but he is considered as a trustee. When say trustee, pinagkatiwala sa kanya ang Kingdom of Jesus Christ.
Mr. Chair, ano-anong properties ang pinag-uusapan natin? No? Ano-anong properties ito ng KOJC na kung saan trustee ang executive pastor?
I am not the best person to answer that, Mr. Chair. I am just a lawyer or the legal counsel of SMNI.
It's his job to delay this contempt. Alam naman natin, Atty Topacio, kahit na sa'yo, naniniwala ba kayong sisipot si Pastor Kibulo?
Mr. Chair, ulit clarify ko, ang executive pastor as corporation sole ay investor siya sa Suarezog. Am I correct, Mr. Chair?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, Mr. Chair, can the attorney explain ano ang function ng isang corporation sole?
When I say corporation sole, I already explained that in our previous hearing, Mr. Chair, that a corporation sole, the head of the corporation sole, he is considered as a trustee of all the properties of the corporation. So today, the head of Kingdom of Jesus Christ is in the person of Marlon Jacobo. He is the trustee of all the properties, and he is considered as the head of the corporation. But he is not the owner of the executive pastor of Kingdom of Jesus Christ, but he is considered as a trustee. When say trustee, pinagkatiwala sa kanya ang Kingdom of Jesus Christ. The real owner are the members of the religious organization.
Mr. Chair, ano-anong properties ang pinag-uusapan natin? No? Ano-anong properties ito ng KOJC na kung saan trustee ang executive pastor?
I am not the best person to answer that, Mr. Chair. I am just a lawyer or the legal counsel of SMNI. So I cannot answer that, Mr. Chair.
Then, Mr. Chair, we request the legal counsel of KOJC to answer.
May I respond, Mr. Chair? May I respectfully request that the question be repeated, Honorable Manuel?
Yeah, Mr. Chair, since nabanggit na ang executive pastor ay siya ang trustee ng lahat ng properties ng KOJC, I was asking ano-anong mga properties ang pinag-uusapan natin dito?
Mr. Congressman, marami po kasi we will be happy to furnish the committee with a list of the properties, but offhand, I would say properties dedicated to the propagation of the faith. There are houses of worship, places of worship, residences of the workers for the church, and others of a similar nature, Honorable Manuel.
Mr. Chair, maliban sa executive pastor, meron bang iba pang trustee or may similar function sa pag-handle ng ganitong mga properties ng KOJC?
As a corporation sole po, yung executive pastor or elder or basically po, whoever heads the church is the sole trustee and administrator of the properties of the corporation sole, Mr. Congressman.
And sa ngayon, Mr. Chair, again, I clarify that would be Executive Pastor Marlon Rosete.
Yes po, Marlon Jacobo, si Dr. Marlon Rosete po is the president of SMNI, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Chair, thank you dun sa mga sagot. Pero Mr. Chair, ngayon dun po ako nalilito. Dahil recently lang ay na-announce po sa media na ang bagong property administrator ng KOJC Properties ay si former President Rodrigo Duterte. Pero Mr. Chair, ngayon we hear from the legal counsel of KOJC na ang may task to administer the properties would be the executive pastor. So Mr. Chair, ngayon there are conflicting accounts at I think this causes confusion dito sa ating committee dahil kung sa bahagi po nila hindi malinaw sino talaga yung nag-a-administer ng properties, ang dating sa akin, Mr. Chair, parang placeholder lang yung mga taong ito. Yung pagkakaroon ng corporation sole, sino yung nakalagay dyan, it seems na hindi talaga sila yung nagmamanage ng mga properties na dahil yung KOJC ay yun din naman ay investor doon sa Suarezog na siya ding nagmamanage ng SMNI. Kaya Mr. Chair, I think this opens more questions sa ating committee dahil I think wala namang recent issues na involved si executive pastor. Kung merong involved sa parang issues ngayon, Mr. Chair, that would be Apollo Kibuloy. Pero bakit merong pag-transfer ng responsibility from the executive pastor as the property administrator to former President Rodrigo Duterte? Actually nakakalito, Mr. Chair, and I think this compels the committee to go beyond yung labels at kung sino lang yung mga taong nilalagay ng KOJC o ng Suarezog sa kanilang mga official records na pinapasa nila maging sa Securities and Exchange Commission. Yun lang muna sa ngayon, Mr. Chair.
Very briefly, Mr.
Atty.
Chair.
Topacio.
Yes, very briefly, Mr. Chair. When we say administrator, Honorable Manuel, that is in the concept of trustee of the properties. The executive minister remains trustee. But however, under the general rules of administration in the civil code, or when read together with the provisions of the revised corporation code, of course, the executive minister or the elder or the archbishop, etc., of any religious organization cannot be expected to comply with the spiritual aspect of running a corporation soul, a religious corporation, and the day-to-day administration. And the revised corporation code itself, Honorable Manuel, states that there may be schemes in order to assist the trustee in administering. Therefore, the short answer is that the executive minister remains trustee, but in running the affairs of the
Point of order, Mr. Chair. Point of order. Of order, Mr. Chair. Point of order. Mr. Chair, point of order. Yes, Mr. Chair, point of order. Yeah. Kasi kanina ba, Mr. Chair, we have resolved na siya na yung sasagot for Pastor Kibuloy. Kasi nag-explain na siya yung tungkol doon sa trust, yung pagte-turn over ni Pastor Kibuloy kay former President Duterte. At hindi pa siya, Mr. Chair, ang council ba pwedeng magsalita for Pastor Kibuloy? Hindi po na-resolve yun. Kasi
Yes.
kung ganyan po
Well,
nangyayari, Mr. Chair.
The chair allowed
Yeah.
already
So can we
Atty.
have
Topacio.
him,
yes.
take
So
take his oath?
may we ask Atty. Kayo lang po, Atty. Topacio, kayo lang po. Atty. Topacio lang po. Okay. Atty. Topacio, please raise your right hand. The COMSEC, please administer the oath.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth before this congressional meeting, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, thank you.
And another question, Mr. Chair. Is his taking of oath as representative or general counsel of Kibuloy waive already the
No.
the client to answer questions here? Kasi
Ano po tanong nyo?
so ibig sabihin po ba yung pag-oath at pagte-testify po ni Attorney Topacio ay wini-waive na natin
Yung ano
yung
po?
pagpunta ni Kibuloy
Hindi
dito?
po. We've cited him
So-
in contempt and we will be asking for that he be
Okay. So gusto lang po nating malinaw yun, kasi ang tanong po kasi ni ni Honorable Manuel po ay yung tungkol dun sa pagta-turnover po.
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
he'll be requested, he'll be asked to appear
Okay.
by the committee.
So hindi
And a
po
proper motion will be entertained
Later.
in a while. Yes, thank
okay.
you.
So hindi po yung sagot ni ni Atty Topacio yung sasagot dun sa
Opo.
mga tanong
Because
natin.
marami pong
Yeah, okay.
dapat sagutin si Pastor Kibuloy as explained earlier. Now, hindi po lahat masagot. Kundi nga ho nasagot na
Yes.
Atty. Rolex tsaka na Atty. Mark yan.
Yan, and in a proper time, Mr. Chair, I will also move to invite then former President Duterte kasi siya yung in-involve as o pinasahan ng property.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, in proper time po. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Okay, so next.
We are just prolonging this issue. We know very well that kahit na ano pang sabihin ni Atty. Topacio, he was hired by Pastor Kibuloy as a legal counsel. It's his job to delay this contempt. Alam naman natin, Atty. Topacio, kahit na sa'yo, naniniwala ba kayong sisipot si Pastor Kibuloy? These are just delaying tactics. Even though na mag-hearing na naman tayo next, iba na namang rason ng lila ibibigay. Mag-hearing na naman tayo ikapitong hearing, ibang rason na naman. When will this be concluded? As I've said, Mr. Chair, it is incumbent upon this committee. It is our obligation under the rules that we should cite him for contempt to compel him to appear in this committee, Mr. Chair. Again, on my second, actually on my third reiteration, Mr. Chair, my motion still stands.
Thank you.
Just a point of clarification on the statements made by Atty. Topacio. By the way, congratulations on your movie.
Thank you, sir.
You mentioned that you're off to see The Good Pastor tomorrow.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that confirms that he's still in the Philippines.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. He's not going anywhere, Your Honor.
O, kasi may mga balita na nag-ibang bansa na daw siya at
Ay, hindi po. Papakuha po ako ng litrato at ipa-viber ko po sa mga members ng committee.
I trust you, Atty.
Thank you po. I
So,
appreciate that, sir.
Yun lang, I just wanted to reiterate, Mr. Chair, we've been having this hearing since December of last year.
November.
November of last year. So, long playing album na po ito kasi November, December, January, February, March, I think this can already be part of the Guinness Book of World Records as one of the longest hearings. This just goes to show the leniency and the patience the Committee on Franchise has afforded to SMNI, to SWARSU, when it comes to complying with requests that have been forwarded to you. So, on its proper time, Mr. Chair, I would second the motion of Congressman Pimentel.
Thank you, the Honorable
Mr.
Spark.
Chair.
The Honorable Karaps Paduano, then the Honorable Arlene.
Thank you, Mr.
And
Chairman.
the Honorable Franz Castro.
Anyway, Mr. Chairman, I will not anymore argue with Atty. Topacio with regards to the jurisprudence regards to Senate versus song. But in the proper time, just in case we can talk about it. And when in fact, pati na yung balag, pwede natin pag-usapan, no? Balag case yan. But anyway, Mr. Chairman, ganito lang po. Kasi the legal counsel of Pastor Kibuloy is asking for a reconsideration. Is that correct?
We are asking for time to explain, Your Honor, because as the rules state, the failure to appear must be without legal justification. So we are willing in whatever time allotted to us, Your Honors, so as to obviate any suspicion that this representation is delaying. Actually, ayoko nga pong ma-delay